good? We good? We're not exactly test shooting this one, because I'm expecting a phone call. I got a couple other things to do tonight, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, greetings simulators! Welcome back to Cloud 9. There's some condensation on my glasses, so it might be a little bit squinty. Man, I have been playing, obviously, you know, you'll see eventually just what I've been up to. You can see around the store. Haven't made a ton of changes, but have made some changes. Anywho's he what's it. You know, they patched in, what's this? Is this just like ground? Interesting. You can see the Frozone expansion, you know, it goes over here. I got a second Frozone expansion, started coloring it, started doing the floor. You know, we got some signage here and there. The formula itself hasn't changed. The game has... Oh, say hello to Janet the janitor. She's newest staff member. They updated it. You know, I play it a lot, right? And when they don't update it, I just play it because it's a fun game for me to play. But then they drop these updates and, like, they add something cool to the game. And that's, you know, then I'm like, oh, I gotta have that on the channel for two reasons. Number one, you know, I guess I want you people to be able, but I also, like, I like watching these videos, right? So then I rewatch it, and I rewatch me having problems with the new features. Because that's really amusing to watch. It's not quite as amusing to watch once I got it figured out. I get it. So when I saw they did fruits and veggies, I was like, it's on. You know, it's on till the break of dawn. But that was like a week ago. I've done like a lot of things since then, and let me tell you, every single day, I have wished that what I could do at the end of the day is play some Supermarket Simulator. I haven't because, well, that's not true. I have played a little bit, but I've been trying so hard to do everything except the fruits and veggies update, so I'm giving in now. I have a couple of things going on in my life, you know, like it's kind of a busy night tonight, so it may be not the best opportunity. Ding, bonk. What's up, Bam Bam? Train of thought just like gone. Yeah, you know, so like I didn't, you know, I tried to put this game on Wednesday nights and it didn't happen this week. What are the levels like? The levels are okay. I got my headphones a little bit loud, but I love this song. I'm doing such a bad job of stalking while you guys are watching. It's funny. I played, you know, I got a wireless keyboard now, wireless mouse and keyboard, so I don't have to, I'm not like restricted at all in my posture. And I got this sick new chair, so even my back doesn't hurt while I play now. However, you know, I'm still just kind of working out of my bedroom here under some pretty... I know, the mouse fell off the mouse pad. Oh my god, that happened to Mark too. I've been playing the game. Oh my god. All the problems. You know, I start talking and I forget about it because I'm distracted, but then, you know, I see one of them and it's like, yeah, you're just like sitting around, taking your sweet time, getting the products on the shelf. Goals, you know, I don't know how much we're going to get to, because again, like there's going to be a phone call at some point, and that's going to make the recording here. It's been a while since I heard it at full volume. It's just that it's like right in my ears when I got the headphones. You hear the sound of the ah! Just like an autonomous response. I can't help it now. I've been trained like one of them Pavlov dogs. So we're going to try and get the fruits and vegetables. Now, they actually patched it in pretty low level, so you don't have to wait until you're pretty far in the game to get them. Like, price-wise, they're pretty easy to buy. I don't know what the level requirement is, because obviously I'm way above that level, but irregardless, I can buy it whenever I want. I just have to do it. And I even kind of figured out where I'm going to put it, depending on how big it is, because, of course, it has a different type of storage than all the other types, you know, like it's yet another thing you got to buy to put stuff on, so... I'm gonna see if. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I started recording, and then of course my brain, like I'm a robot, so I immediately just start doing what I normally do during the course of the day. But assuming nothing crazy happens during the day, like there isn't a ton of. Oh, there's my call. Hey, check me out. Did I nail it? Maybe. There's no way to know. Supermarket Simulator, take me away. No clue what was on my mind or on my lips before we got to the break, but it's all finna be Supermarket Simulator now. Trying to get this fruits and veggie money. I think I ran through maybe a day and a half while I was, on the break, while I was on the phone. So, some things did happen, but then I had to take a long break, and it was just like sitting there. So, Lord knows what the stats are gonna stay on this day. Much less with the last thing you look. I hope I picked up somewhere. I got customers waiting. Blah blah blah. The whole Cloud9 deal is happening. Anyway. Shoutouts to you for watching. If you want to hit the like button, that'd be tremendous because, man, that's what I was afraid of. Every one of my systems got different rules about popping up the notifications, but we'll just have to see. Maybe I'll edit it out. Maybe I'll do something else. I got a big old tone shift here. Maybe something interesting will happen. Did I introduce Janet? Yeah, I introduced Janet the janitor. Janet the janitor's her full name. That's on her birth certificate. That's what her parents named her. So she was kind of destined by birth to do this, but she does a really great job. You'll notice the dot never goes up anymore. It's always pretty much clear, which is dope. It's kind of not great that the only female NPC they have in the game to work for you is the cleaning lady, but I was thinking to myself, during the many dirges of playing this game ad nauseum about how the developer of this game, being Turkish, has a different appreciation for games than I do, both because, like they have had different exposure to games than I have. So, the simulator games that I think are kind of like low-hanging fruit, like, there's so many of them, they're all so generic or whatever, that might be like a big deal for them. Like maybe most of them are made over there and that's like celebrated in their like particular gamer culture. Maybe they're all about these simulator games and that's why there's so many of them. Similar why we have so many, shooters from Western developers and, like RPGs from Super Eastern developers. And this and that. So, they just surpassed their 1 year anniversary. Well, let's do it, man. Let's, we might as well do it now. The phone call happened. Life is happening. We're just on it. There are two main goals for this episode. Number one was to buy the fruit stands, and I don't know how big the fruit stand is, how much, like it's a very typical produce stall. We're actually gonna go with 2 of them. Doesn't appear to be any color options. What's the scale? Oh, I guess I need a scale. Alright, let's do 2 of these and 2 of these, and we'll just like do it. And if we wind up with extra boxes, so be it. It's after hours, so we won't buy them just yet. But it's time to do a last minute shot. Like it's interesting from a balance perspective, right? Because I do want to make money in the game, but so that, I just don't know how the balance works. Like it's just hard to pick out the answer is it's not balanced. The answer is the way they figured it out is the way it still is in the game. I'm just trying to figure out how they figured it out because I'd like to understand better how you could make more money. It just seems so random if people, if you have a good day or a bad day. There are things you can do to kind of coerce it in terms of like making sure the products are available or whatever, but it almost seems like the only way to actually like make the number go up is to kind of stagnate your store, is to just like bank a lot of cash, which yeah, maybe that makes sense. It just from a video game standpoint, traditionally video games don't, meter you, you know. Usually video games, you unlock stuff that like increases your growth exponentially until you kind of cap out, and that's when you know, beat the game. I mean, if you're a super grinder like me, if you just like go through the game at a leisure pace, then yeah, the game doles itself out at the rate the designers, you know, put the content in. I don't know. There's been a lot of mental study of the game, a lot of thought behind it. You know, trying to figure out what my equivalent of this was. You know, it makes me think about Chef Game a lot. Makes me think about Chef Game a lot. Even the 3D incarnation. You know, the original 3D Chef Game that was a shooter. I definitely talked about it during a recording because I've heard it in my sleep because the video's in the playlist now. And the reality is it you know, like it could still be, you know, I could still make that variant of Chef Game. I always had a lot of dreams for, you know, like the Chef Game itself kind of got pared down and became this like little baby RPG game that I still couldn't do because I didn't have the resources for it. Is that the last customer? I think so, just the last Stone Cold. No, I gotta empty the thing. Bonk. 262, products not found, products found. Yeah, you know, like my yield. Right, even with the staff payment being up around 1,000. And you see, my yield is only about 2 Gs, which it takes a while, and you cut into that so deep if you buy anything, if you make any improvements. I mean, I guess it's just slow, you know, it's just slower than I want it to be. And that's, you know, how my brain works, is that I think about, well, what would a fast version of this game be? A game that's not metered by, you know, the restockers and a couple of other elements that are currently in it. I mean, maybe that's their goal. You know, maybe eventually if you want to, you know, they're gonna make it so you can just like make it as turbo as you want, but it seems like they are trying to keep this game at a leisurely kind of mellow pace. Not generally how I play my games, especially when they're casual. You know, like when they're casual games, that's like a genre that, generally speaking, that's when I do start thinking about speedrunning. You know, I don't necessarily think about slowing down and like breathing through it, you know, and just like letting it happen or whatever. It's just like, no, man, we got to get through this content because we got to get to the part when it's just us doing what we want. All right, so we did it, right? Restockalypse, right? That's a thing. Alright, now this thing, I had big dreams that it was going to be kind of like this, but let's just start it, you know, let's just start it. And this is the actual stand. Now, how big is this thing? Oh man, this thing is kind of biggie. Kind of biggie. So, but it's got space for 9 products? Is that what's happening? Is that this is 9 products? So maybe... Maybe. Let's just see. Okay, this will work, but it's stupid. I don't like it. So... They're both the green side, but let's put you over here. No, right? Because that's the checkout. I've been playing a lot of House Flipper. Which is... You know, I recognize now that I've actually been playing it. I mean, I'm playing House Flipper 2, which is the sequel and far superior of the 2 games. I mean... It's pretty much the same game. There's not a... I mean, that's not true. But gameplay-wise, there's not a great... lot of variance between the 2 of them. It's just kind of like the second one is way bigger than the first one in terms of stuff you can do overall. Point being, you? No, you. Sorry, cousin. Nice sweater. That's the pedigree that so many of these games take, is like just like making House Flipper. You know, the way, I mean, like the NPC stuff in this game is kind of what makes it distinct, you know, both in terms of the way you can interact with them and also the way they interact with the world. House Flipper doesn't really have an equivalency to that. But everything you do in terms of customization, in terms of doing layouts, you know, even a lot of the stuff involving like the products, like boxing them up and putting them away and the way they function in your hands, it's almost verbatim. There's nothing like that in House Flipper either. So let's buy. I mean, today's going to be another terrible day in the store, product-wise. License. So let's just purchase this, and it's got 8 products. Oh, the tutorial is trying to tell me how to do it. Thanks, tutorial. Preesh, but I am already the lord of all simulations. You need not attempt to guide me. Alright, so they're at the bottom, so if we just add each one. Oh, wow, like a double play. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. You know, there's just like there's so much to game. The other thing I needed to do was I needed to do pricing. Now I don't know how pricing for these things is handled. Really? They seem crazy, but all the prices seem like the default prices are always absolutely insane. The new way we price things is that we just round down. And it works 100% of the time. Now, you know, commiserate to my discussion just a minute ago about money, right? You can't get ahead of the prices. That's why you can't do the kind of thing where you price down to buy high or whatever. It's just random. It's just totally random what happens to... Thank you. Appreciate. Let's get them here. They're priced here. Oh, thank goodness. Different boxes. All right. These are not a thing I like. Where do we want them? Down here? Ooh. Alright. These are lemons, which I kind of like. I don't know how this is going to ring up, but that's Reggie's problem, not mine. I know you have to help the people weigh the stuff. Okay, and mushrooms, which I really like. Wow! Oh, I was a woman. Get out of here, orange jacket. Orangina. Yeah, you like them products? I like them products. Bam. Oh, 2% power remaining. That's a problem. Problem with telephone calls is that you might... okay, I'm coming. You guys... I have so many customers that I need to deal with right now. Just chuck it, and then, oh my god, everybody needs help. Both Kevin Hart and, who's that over there, Clark Kent or the agent? Those 2 Clark Kents. With a lot of good... It's like, I went to Mark's today, man. 15 items or less in the checkout. I guess come in. Yeah. I don't know what's happening today. I don't. It might be like a full moon or something. The scale is bad. It's going bad. If you want to know the answer to the scales, it's going bad. But I'll show you. So you do the for starters, you got to click in, right? It's not like the other thing, and then you got to punch in the code. And so many people are just switching games. Stop playing cookie cutter. The game's not that good. You slap his bad boy on there. But everybody needs help. Every single person needs you to slap a thing on there, and I ain't know that. 8252. I ain't got this kind of time. I got this business. Got to. Okay, we got. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry it came to this. Sorry it's going down like this, but it's finally time to purchase this. Oh my god, I just need you to get to the... Oh my god, scroll. Customer help. There we go. Alright, customer helper. Helpington. Please, help her. Help them. Are you not... You're not helping them. Just like 6896. Slap it on there. Bam. Where's the customer helper at? Is it you? Work. Alright. I got it. Never mind. It took me a really long time to figure out what I was supposed to do. For starters. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I thought I was supposed to price it. I thought I was supposed to do a lot of things. You're no help at all. It's not. This is less helpful than the Ristaka. He just stands there and watches you need help. I bet. I ain't even got all the products out yet. This is the worst product rollout we've done so far. I guess I'll just stay here. This is my life now. I'm the sticker person. Oh, I messed that one up real bad. It's 9277. No, it's cool. I'm so happy that you're here and putting 1898 fruits and veggies update, man. Just dope. What's this? This is commiserate. Oh, you got multiple products. This is great. You know, people can't find products while I'm wasting time doing this. You know, you're just holding up the whole darn store. You know what it is? I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. It's not a good system. Nope, that's not how you do it. Place required self-checkouts and scale. Yeah, customer helper is supposed to do it. They're not. I thought maybe there was like a button, you know, that was like, do it, but it's not. Cool. They're just not helpful. Oh, you're finally doing it. After I leave. I don't like him. I already don't like the customer helper. Already don't like him. Just don't like y'all either. Alright, Frenchie's out of here. Skullomania's out of here. Gotta remember there's a new person in the store. Oh, my mouth, my keyboard's dead. What a day. What a day. Yeah, so I made 6 G's that day. But 25 customers unhappy. Alright, we're gonna do one more day, and hopefully this one is gonna go the way I want it to. You're just standing around. I'm hoping you get it together. I really am. Because I cannot handle another day of actually interfacing with my customers. I do this so I don't have to interact with people, so that I can lord over them my power and watch Bam Bam descend on them. Like a weapon I wield, you know, like from my mind. But alas, I've now been thrust back into the bosom of customer care, and frankly, I hate it. I'll buy those by the lotful, and there's definitely one that's still out there, but not 100% sure where it is. It's in a white box, so theoretically I should be able to find it. Maybe after this first restockalypse. You know, if you restock twice, which I had been doing, you don't make no money, but you basically don't have a product not found situation. You know, like the magic number being around 25, 30 in your inventory at all times does seem to cover it. It just costs a ton, and at the level I'm at the game, it just doesn't seem sustainable. Now, once you get a couple days rolling, you know, because of the way the restockers work, you'll be alright. And the profit margin will increase, but the second you stop, because you gotta wait for those guys to catch up on that first day, like that first day always sucks. You just cannot, you know, like stay, or I should say you can't start like really strong. You have to build up to it, and of course, you know, if at any point during that you do something dumb, like expand the store, or like hire a new person, or change anything, your profit yield just goes right back down to 0, because you gotta talk to the, you gotta juice the jokers. But that's fine. I'm still not necessarily, you know, like salty at the game. I'm still obviously pouring hours. I think that, you know, Steam says I'm at like 200 hours or something. Still not exactly selling it, because I recognize this game is not for everybody, you know, like it's definitely for me and a lot of other people, but I have never, you know, like I'm still not like, you gotta go out and get yourself some supermarket simulator, unless you know, like if anything, I'd say like watch my videos, because clearly they're not going away every Wednesday, assuming I actually bother to upload. But there's 20 of them now. There's 20 whole episodes of me playing this game. So if you're into this and you're just now tuning in, please go back through my like really curated list of playlists. Lists of playlists. The casual playlist, and check this out. You know, from start to finish, I'm really very serious about making sure all my playlists are in chronological order, and making sure that all my just really upset about something. That does make me a little bit happy. It really does. I mean, not a super lot bit happy given what I'm upset about, but it does make me a little bit happy. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's something about products maybe, but then there was some clubbing. We be clubbing. I think maybe that's a good, yeah. I guess I could have called him Q, but he is most certainly not most certainly a white guy. He could still work at the Players Club. It seems like Customer Helper has gotten their act together, and he, just takes care of those after a minute. They also appear to have handled the self-checkout situation, so now I lost another one of my jobs, but that might not be all bad given the, level of output the store is having, because I am definitely going to have to start getting back involved in stocking just to make sure. Just to make sure, you know what I mean? Alright, so we got a space concern here. Well, it's about to be flippity floppity floop, but I don't know if I want to just oh, you were getting it? My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot you have double duty, multiple jobs. Yeah, I think we just need to now, because they have finally kind of got all the shelves going. Kind of. There's still one or two that they only have a box on, but yeah, get to work. Get to work, Customer Helper. I don't even know if I'm going to give you an identity because I hate you so much from your first day of work. You're just a Customer Helper, not my helper, that's for sure. Let's see if the other fruit is outside in the Restocalypse. Oh, man. I don't see it. Do you see it? I don't hate anybody. I'm a nice person. It's nice to everything, all the time. I feel like there were 8, but maybe there were 7. Let's double check. Down, do, 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 boo, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mangoes? Is the mangoes the one I haven't done yet? The mangoes. So we're just gonna add to cart because it says I don't have them. Everything else is out there. The mushrooms. Yeah, let's just get them. Let's just get them. I just bought it. It should be on the top of the Restocalypse. Is it in the street? It's a white by it. Maybe it's not. Maybe that one is brown. I didn't think about that. Oh, this game. Right, I bet that one is brown, because of course it would be. Alright. It's fine. Well, then the other thing we're gonna do, what is our daily? Our daily is 1,000. It's flippity flobbity floop time, but this episode has been shenanigans, so I don't know. I have no clue what this episode is gonna cut together like. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Every episode of this is more absurd. I wanted the book. No. If I do this, I can't have the book nook forever. Forever. It's 6 books for $2,200. But if I do that, I couldn't even afford it. I couldn't even afford it. This is an incredibly nerve-wracking game. Incredibly nerve-wracking. I don't know why. I don't know how. It's a game about. It's barely a game, right? It's like work. I'm running a supermarket virtually. I mean, it's fun. So I guess that's, what makes it a game versus work. I'm not getting paid for it. But of course, a lot of gamers are getting paid for it. I would like to be getting paid for it, so that's not the criteria. It's just a strange thing. Yeah, I knew you'd be like, I knew you would do this. It's alright, Frozone lives. Alright, so my thinking here, you gotta go. Back here. And you're on the wrong wall, because I'm dumb. But you go over here. Yes, sir. And then you go here, right? Because you're... I mean, I was going to do a shift, and there's... Right? I bought this light. Sometimes it eats things. I haven't figured out if it eats them based on... No, they better not be. The customer better be helped. It's like in your face. It's like right in your face. Watching you check out. You! Shout out to you for watching. Flippity floppity flip.